I'm Noon.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is David Neyts, and today we have a very special guest, Noureddine Zerrad.
Hi.
He's a very good friend of mine. He's actually a director. He lives in Belgium. He does a lot of stuff like editing and also martial arts, which is really, really cool. But I've known him for a couple of years, and he's an amazing director. He's done a lot of stuff, and I just wanted to introduce him. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, David. Thank you for your welcoming.
Yeah. So he has a lot of very interesting stories, because one thing that I find very interesting is that he started filming films in his late teens. But what you got to understand is that in those days, in the mid-90s, there wasn't like digital cameras like today. There was VHS recorders, basically. So tell me, first of all, like, why did you want to become a director? What influenced you? Do you have a story about that?
My first time, I remember it's my father. One day he told me, "Yeah, come too close to me because I want to show you a movie on the TV." And this movie, specifically this movie, it's a martial art movie. And on this movie you have a Belgian guy. This guy, it's Jean-Claude Van Damme. And my father told me, "Yeah, this guy is from here, from Brussels. He go to Hollywood to make a movies, blah 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 blah." Okay, I checked with my father, and when I saw my first time blood sport, it's oh my God, I want to do movies. That's it. Because at this time I play soccer. I forget everything on soccer and video games and everything. I want to do movies. That's it.
Yeah. So, and then right after that, you started recording stuff, right? Yeah. But as I mentioned before, this wasn't an age of digital cameras. This was an age of VHS. So how did you actually manage to shoot movies without having even computers able to edit stuff? Because we didn't have Adobe Premiere and Final Cut and all that stuff. So what was your experience with that?
First of all, at this time, you can find a camera like today. Today, everyone have a camera, you know? And at this time, it's very, very difficult to find a camera. And my father decided to buy a big one, VHS, new one. And when my parents go to the supermarket, I call my friend at this time. "Yeah, come at home. If you want to try something, if you want to film something, we can just learn about movies." I saw. And yeah, we don't have a computer at this time. Yeah, I have a computer. It's like a Commodore 64. You can do editing with this. You can just play and that's it. And with the Commodore 64, I do just a credit, you know. Mm-hmm. But with this, like magic wire, and you do many plugs, you know. It's very complex. And when you do editing. You don't have editing actually. You go editing when you shoot, and you shoot. And in the French, you say montage à la gâchette. And
so that means that he's editing while he's recording, which that's I'm glad that you brought it up, because I didn't know that something like that was even possible. But yeah, maybe you should explain it better.
Yeah, because we do so many different tests, you know, just test video, some fake commercial, blah 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 blah, and we learn how this camera, when this camera launch the recording, you know, it's like 1 second, something like that. And after a couple of tests, we know exactly when you do a fight, for example, we know exactly when I can move to record the position, or the, you know.
Yeah. So basically, just to kind of re-explain for people who maybe don't know VHS tapes too much, because the younger people haven't dealt with them, but every time you would play a VHS tape and then you stop it, it tends to rewind back. So he got so good at it with his friends that he could record with his VHS recorder, and then when he would press stop, he knew how many frames it would go back. So now he could go to the next angle, start recording, and get the second shot and third shot and fourth shot. So at the end of the shoot, he'd have a fully edited scene without actually using a computer, which is amazing, because he used to, obviously because he was a fan of martial arts, and he's still a fan of martial arts and Jean-Claude Van Damme and Jackie Chan and all that stuff. He would do all these crazy martial art scenes and everything was edited straight from the camera, which is crazy. And then how did you actually get sound effects? How did you do the fight sound effects and all that?
My father, again, he buy a big VHS player and recorder, and at this VHS recorder we have an option. It's like an audio dub, and when you put your VHS, you can record sound. You can put a new sound on your own picture. Very interesting. And when you do mixing, or you put some different sound design, and I have a deck, I have my video games like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, and we do sound on live, and you play everything, and you do like when you have a fight scene with a Street Fighter. I have a second screen, and we have a Street Fighter. When I push, I beat on my movie. Yeah, I push, bam, bim, bam, and we launch the deck with the music. It's very exciting, very complicated, but very exciting. And
it's a very different way of making films, but it's kind of crazy because you kind of invented all that. Like this was before YouTube, before all this digital stuff, and being able to do this on probably a $0 budget, it's pretty crazy. And then I know that you also did a lot of pretty crazy stunts, and I know that I know at one point you even hurt your neck in one of the stunts. I remember that was crazy. And then one thing and one story that you told me is the day that you actually did a stunt where you lit yourself on fire.
Yeah, don't do that. No, it's the second feature at this time we do with my team, and we decided to shoot a big last fight scene, and we have five days for complete this shoot. And the last Sunday, because we shoot exclusively Saturday and Sunday because we have a school and that stuff. And the last Sunday and the last shot when my friend killed me, and we have the last shot when I put some gasoline here in my arms, and I don't feel anything because we are so excited, you know.
And you have different layers of coats, like he didn't put it on his skin. He had a bunch of layers.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, I have a big jacket and that. And when I put the gasoline here, I don't feel I have like a little bit of gasoline go to my hand, you know. And when you start lighting, we shoot, and when I do that, bam! I have a fire go to my hands, and everything burn, and I go to run. And don't do that, because when you run, you have you put too much oxygen here, and your arms it's burn more and more and more. And after that, I have my hand completely burned, and you know, the skin completely fell down, and
Yeah, that's crazy. But I mean, we can laugh about it because I mean, obviously, we can't see anything. He's healed. No. He's completely healed. That's why I can laugh about it. But it's crazy. But from all of this, I can kind of tell that you like Hollywood films, right?
Yeah.
And wouldn't it be a dream of yours to actually come to Hollywood and look at the city? Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Well,
why
maybe.
not?
Yeah. Maybe we can make that happen. Do you want to?
Really?
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try. Here we are in Hollywood. How's it feel?
Oh, thank you, David. Thank you.
Well, you know what? When we're in Hollywood, we gotta wear sunglasses.
Of course. Thank you.
Me too. Oh yeah. Now you're a big Hollywood film director.
Yeah.
Well, I have a final question for you. So I know you're from Belgium and all that stuff, but now that we're in Hollywood, I just wanted to ask you a Hollywood film related question. What attracts you so much to Hollywood films?
It's a huge question. Because Hollywood film, you have have a lot of explosion, you have a lot of different stories, you have a lot of action. Because I came from action movie, you know.
Yeah,
I like do action movie, and I find myself on this direction. That's it. And when I saw Hollywood movies, I'm so excited to discover how. Comment ils vont réussir à m'étonner about
because Hollywood movies, basically, he's saying that they surprise him so much.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, just on terms directing, on terms camera, have so different movement. You have crane, you have a fly cam, you have a lot of different. You have a lot of different shooting.
Well, it's kind of like all the Marvel films and all that with the whole popcorn flick effect, right?
Yeah.
Like the Hollywood blockbusters, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much. And well, now we're in Hollywood, you know, you can be a tourist here and you can enjoy the city since you're here. Because my powers are only powerful enough to take you here once. So I guess you're going to have to take a flight back to Belgium.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No problem.
Okay, well, that's it. Thank you once again.
Thank
I'll
you.
see you in the next video. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.